The Prime Minister of Ukraine has resigned. Arseniy Yatsenyuk made the announcement in a televised broadcast on Sunday. He's blaming what he describes as politicians' failure to enact real changes and says he'll inform Parliament on Tuesday. He's been in office since pro-Russian former President Viktor Yanukovych was ousted in February 2014.
Політична криза в державі розв'язана штучно.
I took the decision to resign as Prime Minister of Ukraine, he says. On Tuesday, April the 12th, I'll submit it to Parliament. My decision's based on several reasons. The political crisis in the government has been deliberately unleashed. The desire to change one person has blinded politicians and paralysed their will to bring about real changes in the country.
Суспільство, державу.
The Yatsenyuk government has been accused of inaction and corruption. He's resisted pressure to resign since surviving a no-confidence vote in February. The current president, Petro Poroshenko, asked him to quit at the time. Parliamentary Speaker Volodymyr Groysman, seen here on the left, is being tipped as Yatsenyuk's successor.
Ukraine's parliament has approved its speaker, Volodymyr Groysman, as the country's new prime minister. It paves the way for a new government and represents the biggest shake-up since an uprising 2 years ago brought in a pro-Western leadership. Groysman's nomination was approved by 257 MPs, more than 30 over and above the minimum needed. Parliament also finalised the resignation of Arseniy Yatsenyuk. His successor says Ukraine must continue on the path towards integration with Europe.
Саме це.
A warm greeting for Ukraine's new Prime Minister from Petro Poroshenko. MPs have approved the appointment of Volodymyr Groysman, until now the parliamentary speaker and from the same party as the president. His nomination was approved by 257 MPs, more than 30 over and above the minimum needed. I promise that the new government will be intolerant of corruption, will be responsible for the tasks that lie ahead and will do everything to provide stability and development. His appointment paves the way for a new government in the biggest shake-up since an uprising 2 years ago brought in a pro-Western leadership. Parliament also formalised the resignation of Arseniy Yatsenyuk. His successor says Ukraine's path towards integration with Europe must be secured. Others in his party agree. Our task is to continue to implement all the reforms we started to bring in. Our task is not to let MPs go off course. I'm talking mainly about European integration and protecting our borders.
Я хоч точно можу вам сказати, що я ніколи не погоджуюсь бути прем'єр-міністром уряду лузерів. Я вважаю, що це має бути кабінет міністрів, який відновить довіру, і ми отримаємо спільний український успіх. Тому для цього команда дуже важлива.
I will assume the symbolism is intentional.
Це наш був перша година запитань до уряду в парламенті. Але хочу ще раз підкреслити, що наша спільна співпраця у нас має дуже важливе значення. І новий уряд, який створений, вперше за історію, напевно, України, має окремого віце-прем'єр-міністра з питань європейської та євроатлантичної інтеграції.
And the new government that has been formed for the first time in the history of Ukraine has a special vice prime minister for the European and Euro-Atlantic integration.
Тобто ми будемо вкладати в нашу з вами співпрацю абсолютно нову силу, енергію і будемо розвивати все те, що вже були надбання, і, звісно, будемо розширювати, наскільки можливо.